Well, here we go again with Liverpool led out first by their skipper Phil Thompson. The teams have since rested and counted their knocks, and Liverpool now arrive with a new left-back, Avi Cohen, the Israeli international, who gets only his second full game. Otherwise, the names are familiar enough. Arsenal, they have no injuries to report. They field exactly the same side that started the game at Villa Park. Indeed, the only change is at substitute, where Paul Vasson comes in. He, you'll remember, scored the winner for Arsenal against the Italian club Juventus in the European Cup Winners' Cup. So, Liverpool's Avi Cohen gets an unexpected chance in the defence. He says he feels a little nervous about it. But what about the character of the Liverpool striker David Johnson? 5 stitches in that eye wound from Monday night, but he's out there battling again. The referee, as at Villa Park on Monday night, is Pat Partridge from County Durham. And so it's Liverpool in that famous all-red strip of theirs who get us away, attacking the goal to our right. The ball with Phil Thompson, and Liverpool, you can be sure, determined not to concede a goal as quickly as they did at Villa Park, just 10 seconds on that night. Ball coming to Graham Rix here, who's had a very severe haircut since Monday night, I notice. And a throw to Arsenal. Here's John Devine, now Rix. Rix again, but Thompson for Liverpool. I think one of the things that's got to be said about this cup tie, fierce and competitive though they've been, the behaviour of the players on both sides has been absolutely magnificent towards each other. It's a point that Bill Shankly was making just before the game tonight. So I think the game has drawn an awful lot of credit from these battles between these two great old clubs. Phil Thompson there with his header. Phil Neal, well, he's giving a ball to Sunderland, played in here for Stapleton, and he hit one first time, and he hit it straight at Avi Cohen, the number 3, and it was a mistake there by Liverpool that could have cost them dearly. Is at the far post as Arsenal get a corner. Rix now hitting it straight at McDermott. Price in there, McDermott with the clearance. That's a couple of little touches from Cohen, and both of them have been very good ones. But at the moment it's Pat Rice for Arsenal. Played out nicely here again for Arsenal, but Ray Kennedy that time coming to stop Stapleton, but Stapleton got a second chance. Talbot coming in, and Arsenal are in the lead with Brian Talbot. Well, it was a terrible moment again for Ray Clements, and there was no chance for him as Brian Talbot came roaring in for that headed goal. A mistake on that far side by Ray Kennedy, who slipped at a most inopportune moment, couldn't put it out, floated back superbly by Stapleton, and look at them lining up there. But it's Talbot's guided header wide of Clements. 11 minutes gone, Arsenal in the lead. Phil Thompson with it. And McDermott, and down goes Jennings. Of course, Terry McDermott didn't begin to catch that the way he wanted to, or the way that really could have caused problems, as the free kicks floated in there by Phil Thompson. You can see how it comes to McDermott, and Jennings gets nicely behind it, but never a great problem. Arsenal, this free kick, floated away there by Brady for Rice. Look at the space for him on that side to measure up a few things, but Hansen and Souness getting in each other's way, and Talbot playing it through here for Sunderland, and wide of that goal, and almost out of nothing there. Arsenal were presented with a chance through a misunderstanding by 2 Liverpool players. And then Talbot with that diving header, and suddenly, look at him, onside, but screwing it wide. Dalglish's header. O'Leary miscuing, Kennedy with a chance, and what a chance it was. But not anymore. Well, poor Ray Kennedy, it was his slip that led to the Arsenal goal, and suddenly with O'Leary making a very unusual mistake for him, lets Kennedy onto his left foot of all things. But it didn't work out for Liverpool. Quickly cut out again by Souness, and here's Hansen with Ray Kennedy on the far side. Now with McDermott waiting in the middle for Kennedy, and Dalglish in the middle also. And Devine for Arsenal. Lee playing it inside once more. Souness trying to get it wide for David Johnson, and Arsenal get it away. Sammy Lee with the throw. Graham Souness with the backward header. O'Leary up again for Arsenal, and again. Souness once more for Arsenal. Dalglish trying to turn it on for Kennedy, and it's Pat Jennings beneath his crossbar. But that was bobbing about there with a lot of discomfort for Arsenal, in spite of the work of O'Leary. And as it comes to Kennedy here, taken by Jennings, of course, it was to find Ricks on this side. But now Ricks has got it, but here's Thompson for Liverpool. Souness saying, let me have a go. And that's cut out quite easily by Stapleton. It didn't reach Cohen. And that's cut out by Souness, who's got Dalglish up there as well. He's got McDermott on this side, and Johnson. Goal kick. Coming forward now with a little more venom, and David Johnson explaining there that he wanted to try and curl it, but, well, he was way off the mark. His free kick, curling in there. Willie Young on the far side. Dalglish was on the far side, and Liverpool get a corner in the last seconds of the first half, with Arsenal leading by Brian Talbot's goal. Corner floated in there towards Ray Kennedy, coming for David Johnson, hit through a crowd of players. Ray Kennedy turning it wide. How did he do it? That was absolutely amazing. It's a corner. In fact, it must have been an Arsenal defender who somehow got a boot in there and got it wide when it looked a formality for Ray Kennedy. Lee turning it in there. Souness now. And Johnson saved by Pat Jennings. A tremendous finish to the first half. And what a marvellous save it was from Pat Jennings from David Johnson. And when it rebounded, it looked a formality for Ray Kennedy until it was hooked away for the corner. Into a forward position for them. Remembering, of course, if things stay this way, they've still got Fairclough to bring on. Willie Young getting it away. Neal playing it in once more. And Price beating Ray Kennedy in the air, but here's Cohen, the little pass again, and Cohen once more played there for Dalglish, a little toe poke, and he's wide. Unlike Dalglish, but that was a really perceptive piece of play there by Avi Cohen. Is only his second Liverpool game. Look, the little pass there for Kenny Dalglish, and the toe poke that was wide. Rice with the kick. Stapleton's backward header. Thompson calm and assured. Cohen getting it away. The fall for Dalglish here, getting past Pat Rice, but cut out by Willie Young. Brought down, no, not given. And Souness can take it up. And a great save by Jennings. Although Arsenal still complaining to the referee that there was a foul there way back that gave Liverpool possession. And Souness went on and really was able to line up his shot. Good keeping by Jennings, though. Probably hear the crowd. We want a ref. Souness. Cohen. And Willie Young, who's really had a storming game again here tonight, just as he did at Villa Park, this time finding Stapleton, and now Brady trying to get back onside, and they couldn't quite make it. There wasn't very much in it because Phil Neal on the far side almost played them onside. Shouting, we want a ref. I think Pat Partridge has been in long enough to know that you can't please everybody. And he can only give what he sees, and he's one of the best. And that's a good break forward by Phil Neal. And it might work for them. Dalglish with a shot. Oh, off the legs of Jennings. And Souness tried to turn it in, and somehow Jennings retrieved it again. Look at Pat Jennings, the calmest of men, giving somebody a bit of stick in that Arsenal defence. And it was a great run by Phil Neal in the first place. Right up there, when Arsenal tried to play the offside, Dalglish's shot hits Jennings on the leg. And as it seemed to be going out, in fact, it was McDermott coming in there, and he couldn't quite... Brady. Lovely ball there for Ricks. And Ray Kennedy. Played in again. Kennedy being watched closely there by Rice. The little touch here for McDermott. The red shirts are swarming in there again. Dalglish looking to hook one and hooking it just a little too high. So reminiscent of Monday night. With so many red shirts now getting into that Arsenal penalty area. McDermott playing that little ball there. And what a lovely little hook here by Dalglish. And as you can see, not a lot to spare. Stapleton for Sunderland. Nobody there for the return. Hansen. Dalglish. And still Dalglish with time enough to get that cross in. Too high for Willie Young. And Sammy Lee putting it wide. There was a great chance there for Liverpool as Dalglish floated that one in. And just for once, Willie Young, who's had a terrific game, was just that little bit too much underneath it. Turned back there for Sammy Lee, hit first time and wide. And it's David Johnson coming off. And David Fairclough, who has come on. Hansen up again, so well. Price just whacking that one into Liverpool territory. That means a couple of seconds of breather. And Liverpool now really are in the risk business. They've denuded themselves to a certain extent at the back. Phil Thompson, Phil Neal and Alan Hansen here. They pushed Harvey Cohen up more to a midfield position, and in the meantime they've pushed Ray Kennedy up as an out-and-out striker. So they're playing at least 4 up now, Liverpool, but it's Arsenal who are coming there with that shot by Price, and it had to be watched closely by Clements. Willie Young, and the flag up on this side again. Again an offside, this time against Fairclough. Thompson. Cut across here for Hansen. He's got Cohen available for him. Fairclough also on this side, but Cohen in a bit of trouble. The ball was bobbling nastily there for him. So here's Clements. Lee with the header. Kennedy with the header. Talbot getting it away, not very far. Cohen to Fairclough, but here's Brady with a chance to break. He turns back into it again, and then the shove there by Hansen on Sunderland, giving the free kick to Arsenal. Rice will take it. The Arsenal fans are already beginning to celebrate, but it's always a dangerous thing to do against a side as formidable as Liverpool when they're a goal down. Talbot. Sunderland offside. A free kick to Liverpool. Eight minutes to go. In there, Devine away for Arsenal. Souness, Neal, and Dalglish preventing that going for the goal kick. It's an Arsenal throw though. Linesman indicating that he wants Pat Rice back an extra yard or so. Sunderland finding Stapleton. Now he's got Phil Neal, or rather Phil Thompson, to attack, and Hansen is supporting his Liverpool captain. Neal back to Clements. Well, I think a lot of people thought Liverpool were over the brink the other night, and they pulled themselves to safety. But here's a great break now by Talbot. He could put everything behind him. No, the whistle had gone. The whistle had gone. Fractionally offside there, a matter of 6 or 7 yards inside the Liverpool half. And the red flag of the linesman pulls him back. So we're left still with, what, 6.5 minutes as Hansen plays it in there again. O'Leary up brilliantly. There's Souness. Well, the whistle had gone there as well, and it's a free kick for Arsenal. Not surprising you don't hear the whistle in the tumult that's here at the moment, as Liverpool fans try to urge one last big effort out of their famous team, and Arsenal fans are already beginning to celebrate the thoughts of a trip to Wembley on Saturday week. There are 6 minutes to go. Liverpool have been on the brink before, looking into the big black hole of a semi-final defeat, and they're staring at it again now with a little over 5 minutes to save themselves against Arsenal. That's a free kick for Arsenal. Turning it in for Souness. Brady, Ricks. Stapleton again, played inside for Ricks. He tried to get it on for Sunderland. Now it's with Talbot. And the challenge was strong again, but Brady tried to get in there. He cracked Sammy Lee in the face. I think it's a free kick. Thompson. And now Ricks. 4 minutes to go. Arsenal's throw, although Phil Neal wants to take it himself. Come on, you yellows, say the Arsenal fans, with 3.5 minutes left. Sammy Lee. Brady to Talbot. And an onside this time against Sunderland. He looked at the linesman as though he couldn't believe it himself. And a chance maybe? No, it's just knocked away there by Hansen as Stapleton came in. The long ball forward now by Sammy Lee. And Arsenal getting back in strength, and it's Willie Young. And have Liverpool got the resolve or anything left in their legs now to pull this one out of the bag? 3 minutes. Hansen's header. Brady, challenged strongly by Ray Kennedy. Phil Neal playing it forward again towards that dangerous man Kenny Dalglish, but O'Leary beat him in the air that time. Hansen to Cohen, the linesman's flag up on this side for an offside. Rice will take the kick. And Arsenal will be determined not to let this one slip again. Sunderland. Hansen there. Ricks, but Thompson going through that challenge. McDermott hitting it on. Dalglish battling away with Willie Young. And again the whistle's gone. Again it's an offside against Arsenal, and once more it's a free kick for Liverpool. 2 minutes left on the clock. Phil Neal high into that Arsenal penalty area. The big men are there once more, and the little men like Sammy Lee just nicking that one in there towards Kenny Dalglish. But that time Rice was covering him and Jennings was secure. 90 seconds are left. Cohen with the header. Sunderland, and that's a pass that will knock a few more seconds off the clock as the referee looks at both linesmen now. I make it a matter of seconds and Arsenal away. 3 successive Wembley finals it'll be for them, and that's a record. Liverpool's double is finished because Arsenal have won and go through to Wembley to meet West Ham on Saturday week. Brian Talbot, the scorer. The man who's made the difference, but he knows also the man who's made the difference at the other end. Pat Jennings with 3 stupendous saves in this game. And Arsenal have ensured an all-London final at Wembley and have denied Liverpool a chance of a really memorable double. Liverpool, who saved themselves superbly at Villa Park, are trudging off the field a beaten side, knowing that they now have an important game on Saturday when they have to lift themselves to play Aston Villa in a match that could win them the league championship. Talbot pursued by photographers, a smile of victory all over his face, that header after 11 minutes. Well, he's won a Cup Winners' Medal at Wembley with Ipswich. He did it last year with Arsenal, and now he's putting himself in line for number 3. Well, the scenes of jubilation are there for Brian Talbot and the Arsenal supporters.